Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I know I've been definitely neglecting my channel. Don't even comment about it, I already know. I haven't been available, I haven't been around, I haven't been posting content. I've been slacking a lot, there's no doubt about that. In my last video I told you guys that I had something big coming, and that's still coming, but things have been super delayed. I've had some hurdles to get through, and things are still in the works, still in the process. But hopefully before the end of this year I will be able to show you guys what I've been talking about for so long. Anyways, I figured I'd release something. I've been getting a lot of messages about my channel, and it's dying, and I'm not maintaining it, and I'm not putting out new videos. So today I figured I would show you what I got going on in the shop, and then maybe do a toolbox tour. That's been brought up a few times. I figured I'd entertain it, not a big deal. Well, you know, it's not a hard video for me to shoot, and right now it's miserable as well. It's about 102 degrees in the shop, and I have the fan off because I learned from previous videos, like with the Diablo, that the swamp cooler and the fan makes too much wind noise for the camera, and it's just unbearable to listen to. So I'm going to sweat it out with you guys, and we're going to make this video. So as usual, let's get into it. So I'm not really sure if my viewers know, but KT Motoring is two divisions, the shop that I work at. Half of the shop is Exotic, which is my half, where I work. So this is my work area, and you can see my decorations and whatnot. And I have a little office to myself back here, some parts on my benches, stuff like that. And then on the other side of the shop is a tuning shop for specifically for Evos. Do a lot of Evo work here. They have a right-hand drive Evo 6, some cool stuff that comes through here. It's a little bit messy on this side, and it really bothers me, but you know, these guys get work done, and if this is how they can work efficiently, then it is what it is. But yes, and then I sometimes park cars over here when I run out of space. So I have a Ghost parked here that's waiting on some stuff as well. But yeah, so this shop is divided by two. So we have this side does the Evo stuff, and then my side does the Exotic stuff that I do. It almost looks like two different shops if you didn't see this center divider here. Oh yeah, I had these painted. I waited over a year because my buddy took forever to paint them, but they came out nice. This is going to be wall art. People come in and get challenge grills installed, and so they discard their regular grills, and a good buddy of mine's like, hey man, you want these? And I'm like, yeah, I want them. So I had it painted in the Italian flag, and then put some cheap like emblems on them. These are not authentic Ferrari emblems, but they look alright. And I'll just hang them up. I'll hang it up on the wall. It'll look kind of cool. I have a Bentayga in here right now. I actually had another one. This is a 18. I had a 21 in here that we did a power side steps on. That was pretty cool. I'll actually maybe integrate that into this video if I can figure out how to do that, so you guys can see the power side steps. Pretty awesome. Bentayga's clean. Just had AC woes, but we resolved that, so that's all taken care of. And then I have a 599 here that needs a lot of love. It's a clean car overall. It's got about 20,000 miles on it. It is not a manual. Yes, it is an F1, but it is a cool car. I have all the bellies, pans, and stuff, the flat bottom off. But it needs a little TLC, so I've been trying to get to this as well with all the other stuff I've been doing, but I'm gonna get on this one full blast next week. I'm probably take the intake manifold off. It's leaking. I have lean codes up the ass. But we'll figure that out next week. But pretty sweet. Anyways, to the video that we're making today, I was gonna do a tour of my toolbox and maybe my cart as well. Let me turn this fan off. It is getting noisy. So, and also, I have other tools too. I have a diagnostic cart here that I do diag with. So I have my laptop here. Maybe I'll open this up as well. But let's get started with the meat and potatoes, the toolbox itself. So this is what it looks like when it's all closed up. And I spent the big bucks with the magnetic light switch, which I really think is trick. I don't know, for some reason I really like that. I have a little bit of decorations up here, but for the most part the top's pretty clean. I know some techs have their hutch just stuffed with stuff. I never really like that, just the essentials. What's nice is the computer's built into this monitor, so it takes up less space. I don't have to hide a tower anywhere. Yeah, so let's start with my socket drawer, and I have this cool little label. Funny story on this, if it'll focus. There it is. Funny story on that. That did not, my toolbox was built long before this style logo came out for you to send the card in and get. So a friend of mine bought a toolbox and he's like, "Here dude, you want this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And I like this design a lot better than the old ones that were ovaled. I'm not a huge fan of the ovaled ones. But yeah, starting with this drawer, this is my socket drawer. I have quite an assortment over the years of sockets that I've purchased. There's stuff that's stacked. Try and go kind of slow. Ooh, it's hot. The heat is just killer today. There's some stuff hiding in there. Those are tap sockets. Just a grip of shit that I've gotten over the years. These are kind of cool. This is a whole Torx Plus set. So I have tamper, standard, and female. So that's the socket drawer. And the moving down drawer. My wrenches. And I want you guys to know, full disclosure, this is how I work every day. I did not organize all this just to make this video. My box has been like this for 5 years, as far as, maybe, no, since I started. Since I started in my career, I've always been organized, but for the last 5 years, it's been this packed. But I always keep things clean. When I'm working, I make a mess in my tool cart, you know. I have the tools out that I need to use for the job that I'm doing, so they'll be scattered out through here. But when I'm done, I wipe everything down, polish it up, and put it back into the home base. And I used a paint marker. There's some shit I saw on TikTok, but I really liked it because it makes them high vis. So I bought an acrylic paint pen in pink. You could do orange or highlight or whatever, but pink seems to stand out the best on the chrome. And so I filled in all the logos with that and then wiped the residual off, and it came out pretty nice. So I like that. Next up is my screwdriver drawer. So I have like screwdrivers, obviously, and then interior pry tools, long Torx for crazy Euro shit. That's the only thing you ever use this stuff on. Standard screwdrivers. These are the snap-on rates. These are old. Angled. And then some miscellaneous stuff in here. I have a pick hook that doesn't usually go in this drawer, but this one, for some reason, I've had it in here forever, so I left it there. You'll see in another drawer where I have most of my other pick hooks. And this next one is a miscellaneous drawer. Yeah, it's a little messy, but it's organized messy. You know, I have seal pullers, small picks, stuff like that, random shit like this. This is a Lamborghini tool for convertible top, for Gallardos. Valve spring compressors for Evos. Something, you know, there was a time where I used to build the engines here, but I didn't have time to do that anymore, so now someone else does it. But yeah, I have some Evolution stuff in here. I have special Ferrari tools, clutch alignment tools, stuff like that. Punches, brass, wedges, injector puller, grenade pins. It's a little random. Moving on. This drawer should be sockets and picks. Oh, I'm sorry, not sockets, extensions and picks. So I have my picks in here, 1/2 inch, 3/8 and 1/4 extensions. These are pretty trick. If you ever ran yourself into a frame rail or a wall, you can use one of these. So as you back the fastener up, you can tuck in and you can still get your ratchet out, which is nice. Spark plug tools right here. This is also a nice tool. If you ever break a coil boot off, this gets it out. Valve adjustment tool. So there is a little bit of miscellaneous in here as well. Next is my plier drawer. All the pliers that I have pretty much are in here. I also have a precision like bomb squad set. These things are awesome. The needle nose in this set can pick up a penny flat on its face. It's a nice set. I don't use it often, but when I need it, it comes in clutch. And I have my torque wrenches, my pry bars, and miscellaneous special tools back here. I got this Icon one as a gift. I really like it. I use it for wheels. But I have my tech angles for everything else. And my 1/4. Some more pry bar stuff. And then bottom drawer is kind of a collage of things as well. It's mostly like drills, special spark plug taps, master kits, rethreading, files in here. I have an air hammer at the bottom there. This is a tire patch kit, and lubricants, glasses, tape measures. If you've never used hard cut, this is the stuff to use with the drill bit right here. This stuff is magic. It's expensive, but it's magic. But yeah, extractor, stuff like that is in here. Then you guys have seen this drawer in a previous video. So this is my ratchet drawer. I did not give all of them love in my last video that I did on ratchets, but here's a little overview of what I got complete. As you can kind of see, I love 1/4 inch. It's my go-to for almost everything. I prefer 1/4. These are nice too. Interior work with this, you can bend this however you want and then turn the knob. If I can get this to do this with one hand. You can turn the knob and it rotates the drive. So that's pretty nifty. It comes in handy, no doubt. This next drawer has all my tool bills and stuff. I'm not going to pull it all the way out because I have personal information on there. But you can kind of see what's in there. This drawer is a personal drawer. So I have my personal belongings in here. I think this is a sticker drawer. Oh no, this is a fine measurement tools. Boring. I haven't used those in a long time. This is a sticker drawer right here. I just have a gang of stickers in here that I've collected over the years. I should probably clean that out and use it for something more useful. And this is like a cooling system pressure tester, and adapters, special oil filter wrenches. This one's like right here. This is for Ferraris, most 90s and early 2000s Ferraris. And then this is a high pressure oil leak tester for diesels. And then coilover wrenches, adjustables, special custom made wheel sockets. This one was made for the Lamborghini, the GTR. This one's for like Testarossas, F40s. And And I have AN fitting, the aluminum AN fitting wrenches. These are lock picks. I have a ratcheting, I don't want to open this, but this is a ratcheting line wrenches, which is really sweet. Those will really bail you out of a bind. Pullers, jaws, stuff like that. Sorry, I had to wipe my face. I'm like dying of sweat here. Just stuff I've made. And then this one has my hammers. This is a little cheater pipe for my 1/4 inch love. It's over quarters. I don't recommend that, obviously. If something's that tight, you shouldn't, but sometimes when the space calls for it, you gotta do it. Then over on this side, I have some of my scanner stuff that's just for the stuff up here. I keep it local to me. This is another junk drawer, so I'm not even gonna open it. It just has a bunch of fasteners and stuff like this, gaskets, things I use on a daily basis. Electric tools and some of my air tools. My air tools I haven't used in a while. I used to use them every day, and as I went on with my career, I use them less and less. Electric's just the way. No dragging an air hose. Especially with the cars I work on too, dragging an air hose around is just really, really inconvenient. I have to, you know, wrap the whole car. I'm scared to drag the hose across the paintwork, so electric tools really help. And I have a bunch of blow molded stuff in here. You know, oil pressure tester, fuel pressure tester, vacuum pump, just random things, stuff like that. Nothing really that interesting. I'm sweating on my toolbox. And then in this locker, more blow molded stuff, special fender covers and stuff, plates for drilling out blocks, time certs, a little bit of cleaning products, compressor oil, UV light, camera, just where I pack the big stuff usually. And then on this side it's kind of the same thing, but not as much. I have random shit in the top. These are like Deutsch crimpers. Then I have a portable vacuum. On Rolls Royce, when you pull the air boxes off in the modern N74 Rollses, you always should vacuum out all the sand, grit, and shit that's in the airbox, because when you pull it up, it'll go straight into the turbo inlet. So I always keep this handy so I can just, you know, pull it out, vacuum all that up. I have that big gray box is for test boost leaks. Those boost leak tests has all different adapters and a regulator. My smoke machine, some accessories for the smoke machine. My interior tray, so this is only gets used for interior work. Some electrical stuff. Lights. This is illegal, but I have it. I'm grandfathered. I've had this for forever. Where's that good stuff? Torches, K&N refresh kit, my Dremel, soldering tools. So yeah, that's pretty much the toolbox. I know I kind of blasted through it. I didn't really get too in depth. I have a light here. I don't use often either because that scratches the paintwork, so I have to tape it and it sucks. And then my tool cart, these are my trays that I use for dirty stuff, even though that one looks really clean because I wipe them down. But you know, you never know. I don't want to get any kind of grease or anything that I missed on someone's carpet or leather. This is pretty trick. This is a phone holder. I love this thing. So if I wheel my cart around, you know, and I'm working, I'm leaning on something or whatever, just put my phone in there. I have some supplies in here. Every mechanic has this drawer. I know that's a fact. Every mechanic has this drawer. There's no way they don't. This is how you keep from making a mess, how you keep your floors clean. And then this drawer I open a lot. I have some lights, some, you know, temperature gauge, a little generic OBD2. This is how I remove wheel caps on Rolls Royces, the floating caps. Tessa tape, hood holders, electrical tape, nail polish and markers for marking things, zip ties, some lighters, pocket screwdrivers, things I use all the time. I keep in here, random. These two are Actually, these three. This is a holy trinity right here. You work on Euro stuff and you do interior work, you must have these. Brake wrenches, hooks, tire pressure gauge, more trays, hockey pucks, brake caliper tool, more brake caliper tools. And these are my my gel that I use, but I use them as plugs for, you know, intercooler pipes or throttle body. Same with the tennis balls. I use them from inlet plugs so that debris and dust doesn't get into the engine while I'm working on it. Then I got some pry tools, charger. This thing's kind of cool. I got it from Harbor Freight. I cut shit open with this all the time. Don't bust my hands up. You know what these are if you're a Rolls guy, especially an old Rolls guy. And then chemicals and funnels. CHF on deck for days. All different kinds of supplies that I use. And that's pretty much it. That is the full tour of my... Oh wait, I think I told you guys I showed you my diag cart too. So let's go look at the diagnostic cart. And this is a diagnostic cart. I have an old brick. I have a Breakout Box, just generic. My laptop. This is what I use for Rolls-Royce and Bentley. I have a Devo. If you don't know what that is, check Devo out. They make a great product. I use it often. It does not replace your meter. So I repeat, it does not replace your meter, but they go hand in hand with each other. It's a great tool. And then this is a lead kit with a bunch of different leads in it. More leads for my scopes and taps and back probes. Noid lights, just diag stuff. Coil testers. This one is, I don't trust this anymore. When I first saw this, I was like, wow, this is awesome. Like, everyone should use this. And then I started to realize this thing lies. Because it's LED and it uses your body as a ground, the body as a ground is what made it convenient. You don't have to attach anything. You just go into the dash, check fuses, whatever you want to do. But this thing can sometimes lie. It gets a ghost reference. It'll turn the light on, but if you put a load on, that circuit is really actually down. So I don't trust it anymore. So I use a bulb tester, the incandescent bulb, because that's where the truth's at. And then here are different adapters. I have my own gateway box for when I do newer cars. Yeah, just all kinds of shit in here. My ICOM. I have two ICOMs actually. I have another one right here. And then this bottom drawer, cat cable, relay testers, my power probe, some evap stuff for smoke testing, trailer testing. And then I have my battery charger, and I have my programming stabilizer right here. So yeah, now you've seen a tour of most of my stuff. That's pretty much everything. Well, I appreciate you watching this video. And I have some big shop equipment too that's mine over here, battery jumper, which people borrow and don't take care of. I'll deal with that later. Got our press here. A little decorating. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's mine, so I try to make it clean. Factory fluids. With the heat, they're all peeling. I'm like literally dying from this heat, so I had to jump in the car and put some AC on, cool down. It's too much. But I wanted to say I really appreciate you guys reaching out and watching my videos and supporting me. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I really hope that everything's going to be said and done before the new year, and I can share with you guys the new experience that I'm getting into. Anyways, take care until next time. See you guys later.